episode 8 of the I'm Playing podcast. I'm Playing's #1 podcast, beating all the other ones. I'm one of your hosts, Alecs aka Thinkbad Monkey. Joining me today is the full cast and crew of I'm Playing. We've got Conrad Window, aka Romnomnom. Hello, Con.
Hello, Alex. How are you?
Hi, Con. I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Look
How are
dandy.
you?
I'm good. We've got Alec Ward, aka Alecs Pillik. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Alex, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
I'm
yeah,
good.
And we've got Stephen Riley, aka Kailios.
Good
back
evening.
Again.
Thank you very
much.
much.
How are you?
I hate you.
Good.
No, I'm good.
We're all back in the same room. This feels natural. It feels good.
Except
I'm going to relax.
Yeah. I feel the hatred already.
Yeah. Steve missed last week and we bonded. We bonded during that podcast.
That's probably my favourite podcast of all time.
Yeah, March Madness.
Yeah,
it was
March
insane. We talked a hell of a lot about video games last week, which may surprise some on this philosophical podcast.
I mean, usually we just talk about politics.
Yeah, we talked a lot about video games. But there was a hell of a lot of stuff out. And because we had a 2-week gap, we'd managed to play a hell of a lot of games, which normally means there's going to be a drought. But I did alright this week, and other people did pretty well.
Yeah, I think I did much better this week than last week. I was slacking a bit last
Last
week.
week we played like one game.
Yeah.
He did alright. And Steve as well has been off for 3 weeks. 3 weeks now.
Couple,
Yeah, or in terms of one podcast for 3 weeks of actually not doing a podcast.
I know.
So I'm hoping you've played a lot. Otherwise, we're going to have to just let you go outside.
I think that's what we're doing anyway.
Yeah, I think so.
I thought I was timing it after half an hour and then I was going to be gone.
So Steve, what have you been playing? And let me know. Tell me.
Nothing at all.
Speak to me.
No,
Look at Alec in the eye and tell him what you've been playing.
I have been playing Dead Nation, which will be no surprise. Obviously, once again, lots of Battlefield. I will be playing that Awesome Noughts, now you've recommended that, which will be something else we'll come to.
Awesome Noughts!
Yeah, I know. I'd also like to say that I did actually squeeze in a cheeky game of Dota, which I did revisit. So I tried.
Dota, of course, stands for
Defense Against the Ancients.
Yes.
I'm sure if anyone's a MOBA, as we've been saying a lot more
and
frequently
MOBA, of course, stands for
a multiplayer
Sorry, did you
online
say
battle
Dota
arena.
stands for Defence Against?
Defense of the Ancients.
Of the Ancients.
I swear he said against.
If I said
No,
against,
it's because we all really want to. We're just in our minds. We're thinking defense against the dark arts.
Yeah.
As soon as anyone says defense, it's defense against the dark arts.
that is
Do you
probably-
play the Snape?
I do, yeah, generally I do, yeah. I go around molesting Harry, basically.
So what's a
That's what I
MOBA?
do.
Steve, what's a MOBA? What's a MOBA? For people that
A
don't know.
MOBA is a multiplayer online battle arena game.
Okay.
For those
I
who
think
don't know.
Dead Island are making one of those.
A MOBA.
Yeah, based on zombies. I'm pretty
A
sure.
MOBA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be
MOBA
different.
Island.
Maybe right.
MOBA Island.
Dead MOBA Island.
Exciting stuff.
Isn't that going to be a little bit like the zombie game that's kind of at the moment? It's the last day or something like that was scored again? We've seen a lot of it. Basically, it's
Last
a trial.
Dying
DayZ.
Light?
DayZ? No,
DayZ.
no, it's not
Is it
going to
not?
be anything like that.
No, because I mean that's an online.
It's not a MOBA.
It's not a MOBA, no. But I'm just saying how they would
MOBA.
take that on. Really, not quite sure. Maybe not.
Awesome
I could be
Noughts is
just
good
chatting
though.
shit.
Awesome Noughts is really good. I was playing Awesome Noughts. Came out on the PS4 on March the 4th, I believe. And also, because we don't do these live, we could say anything. I've realised. You know what I mean?
What?
Well,
We could say anything. No one can like tweet in and correct us while we're doing this.
True.
So we could just say like Awesome Noughts came out on. It's already sold 20 million copies worldwide.
Awesome Noughts was the best grossing game of 2014. Cut.
It won.
Yeah.
Awesome Noughts was dreadful.
It won. Yeah. Yeah, we would. No, Awesome Noughts is really cool. It's a side-scrolling MOBA. So unlike Dota, it's 2D platform side-scroller.
A bit like, as we said, Super Smash Bros. Kind of a little bit
like a
that
Super
way.
Smash Bros. Basically kind of thing. Yeah. And it's 3v3, 3 heroes on each team. People that know what a MOBA is, essentially, you've got different heroes, different abilities. And imagine like a game of tug of war, except the other way round. You've got to fight your way across the map to destroy the base on the other side, almost like one in bars that shows like a football possession, you know.
Yeah.
And it's really good. I can't wait for you to get it so we can play a little bit.
Well, things like
Later on, you can play 3-player local split screen.
Okay.
So we'll
Free?
3 players.
Us free.
It's free on a team. Yeah, me, you, and me, Con, and Alec will give it a go.
Well,
Yeah.
shame I
What
brought my
happens if-
controller. I'm not used to it. This is mine.
Steve
What happens
Blackman.
if there's a fourth player?
He watches.
They
He
sit.
watches.
They
He
sit in the
watches.
corner
He
and
watches
masturbate.
and waits.
They call him
Patiently.
Steve.
Yeah. What happens to the fourth player? I don't know, Steve.
Yeah, I just sit there crying mostly, really, and then wait for my turn, which never comes. So it's just
But it's so much fun, man. There's a monkey. There's a Russian monkey who's got a jetpack and a laser. There's a cowboy who throws dynamite. There's a gangster frog.
is there much choice in characters? Because I don't
Yeah,
know
there's loads. There's a how many ones? I don't know,
20?
Nah,
20-ish?
maybe not. Maybe just less than 20, 15 characters. Maybe.
Still enough though to mix
It's
it
a hell of
really.
those good, and they're really cool as well. Good variants
And
of.
how much is it as well?
I was just about to ask that, Steve. Still my question. Alex, how much is it, please?
Well,
Oh.
Steve, it's £8 something, £8.99. Alec was
Oh.
£8.99 as well.
$8.99.
$8.99?
Which of course in rubles is Comrade.
400?
Okay, 400
400
rubles.
I mean, you could say
No,
whatever you want.
4,000 rubles.
4,000 rubles. That's a bit of a
Yeah.
difference.
It's either 12 rubles or
It's
355,000
either 70p or something like £1,000.
Yeah, it's somewhere between there. You'll
Yeah.
find it. That's
Yeah,
for
if
sure.
you're aiming to spend, if you've got a budget of between 20 grand and
If you
£1
have a
million
budget of
pounds,
9,000 to 90,000 rubles or whatever, I can't even remember what we were saying.
oh my god.
We've
Anyway,
lost topic.
Steve, what else have you been playing? Tell me what you've been playing.
It's kind of a little bit lame, but
You haven't even been playing that, so tell me what you've been
no,
playing.
but that's something I will be playing. I've also been playing like a little lame game on the iPhone, which is called. Well, I don't want to say lame. It's that Disco Zoo, which I did do a little review on, and it's just such a calm and relaxing game. I don't know.
What's it about?
It's basically where you create this zoo.
So,
And-
Zoo Tycoon.
Kind of is in a way, but you gain animals by playing like a little grid game. So like you'll swipe and you'll find different patterns. Will give you a certain animal, and then you've got to go through and add. The more animals you have, the more attractive your zoo gets, and then you can build up. And basically, there's different levels, which you get more animals from. So you get one from like a farm, which you get pigs and stuff like that, and then you get polar bears, and it just kind of adds up from there. Really, it's a really nice, relaxing game for 5 minutes.
Where does
to
the
play.
disco come in?
Basically, you get little tokens, which you can pay for in real money, or you can find them. And you basically just, I'll probably show you later on, and you just press disco, and then all of the animals just have a fit. And everyone basically just starts spazzing out.
Is it free? Is it free?
It's free, yeah. It's like a little chill out game that I play, I think, with an evening, where you just go through
Is
and do
it
it.
on just iOS?
It is just iOS, yeah.
Of course, because iOS is the better phone, yeah?
It is the one game that I have on my iPhone.
Because you better.
The one game, but the
Good.
rest of them are Samsung.
Steve, we will get sponsors, of course, for this podcast. Steve's sponsored by Apple, this podcast. Steve, can you just tell us a little bit how good the open? No, we won't do it.
No, that'd be bad.
That's neat. I need to find a little iOS game to play. I haven't had one in ages.
We haven't done a train game in a while.
No, it's because I haven't. I play my Vita. I just want to play my Vita so much now.
We could do Vita games as train games.
Yeah, but I'm doing so we're doing attempting to do like a retro thing. So I'm playing a lot of PS1 games. Well, it's a lot. I'm playing Crash Bandicoot, the first one.
Still retro,
it's so good. No, it's retro. No, that's such a good game, and I completed that. And like, it's almost another topic of like, gamers nowadays handheld through games, and like, my God, you play Crash. Like, it's not even the most hard. It's not even the hardest PS1 game, but like, so unforgiving.
Oh, yeah.
So unforgiving.
It's almost like Wipeout. Did you ever play Wipeout?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Tough.
But then so I completed Crash, and then I downloaded Driver and Tomb Raider as well. The first one, it was like Tomb Raider was on sale for like 89p or 50 million rubles, and Driver was like £3. But unlike Crash, those games they're almost unplayable. Tomb Raider, like, is so unplayable now due to just such bad controller schemes. It's just like I just could not do it at all. So I end up downloading Final Fantasy VI, and now I'm playing Final Fantasy VI on the Vita because I haven't played that one, and apparently it's incredible. It's like one of the best Final Fantasy games.
Is that the Tomb Raider where you can lock Alfred in the fridge?
Yeah, that's the very first one.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of the first.
I only got past the first mission. I got killed by wolves because you just can't back up. It's where you've got to turn round by like sort of pretending you're just stiff as a rock.
And then there's like, that's crazy.
I think
that's when I spent so much time trying to get out of the house. Because it's just like, there's like a gym arena.
Oh, yeah.
And just like in the gym arena for like an hour, just trying to work out what you're supposed to be doing.
I thought, like, because I'm older now, these games are going to be a lot easier. I think a lot of these things, but Spyro the Dragon 2 I played recently. And that is a case of now I'm older, you just smash it, I'm a lot better at games. Something like Tomb Raider, it's not the case. It's like, it's almost worse at it because you're used to better things.
Yeah, I mean, I think now the new Tomb Raider is 90% cutscenes.
Ooh, so good though.
It is a sick game, but there are so many cutscenes. It's just constantly cutscenes.
So good.
Yeah, but does that make it a game though? That's more like
100%
LA Noire,
video,
almost, isn't it?
LA Noire was a good game.
Yeah, but then again, it's another thing. It's more of a cinematic experience as opposed to a game. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think that's
The Walking
because
Dead,
if you actually look back, as I have, and watch the cutscenes for Tomb Raider, you understand why they couldn't do a cinematic game back in the 1990s. I mean, Jesus Christ, make my eyes bleed.
It's like Stick of Truth. It's pretty much just watching a ultra long episode. It's absolutely.
You got to play loads of Stick of Truth.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You're enjoying it. I just every day I'm just like, Conrad's just like, oh, I want to tell you things about Stick of Truth, but I don't want to hear it because I want to play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good.
It's one of those games you have to get.
Is it? Here's a question. Is it a good RPG? Is it a good RPG, or is it a good game only because you're South Park? Gameplay wise, how much substance has it really got gameplay wise, rather than being an episode of South Park that you're playing?
Quite a lot. I mean, obviously, it does get to the point where it's hardly the greatest RPG ever you'll ever play, but they do the cut-ins so well that everything has some purpose of being there. It's something to do with South Park, and that's what makes it brilliant.
So imagine it wasn't South Park, would it still be a good game?
It'd be an alright game. But obviously, I mean...
the reason it's because it's South Park, right? That's the reason it's so good.
And obviously they're going to play to their strengths. They're going to make a South Park game which has nothing to do with South Park whatsoever.
No, it's
just
brilliant.
the characters.
But do you think it was a good idea doing an RPG game though? Because when I first saw it, I was really surprised that they would take that approach. But it probably might have paid off. But I was more because a lot of the games like on South Park, for example, on the N64, were like behind it, wasn't there? There was very much like not like a sandbox, but
this is very like a 2D style.
It's basically an episode.
It's side on.
It looks like an episode.
Yeah, it's side on. It looks like an episode. It really does. It isn't really a modern game. It is more of an old style, but because it's South Park, it's.
I played the Tower Defense game, the 360. That was actually really good fun.
Yeah.
Like I really enjoyed that.
It's just because it's got that South Park element. It adds.
It's fun. The fact that you're fighting gingers off on the Tower Defense one, the fact you've got turrets to fight off gingers and stuff, when it adds that South Park comedy to it. It's good
makes
fun.
the game fun, yeah.
But then it kind of goes on like if you're playing the Stick of Truth though, and does it make it all the better knowing that you're a hardcore South Park fan? Because obviously, we all are, we love South Park. But for someone who isn't a big South Park fan, would they play it and be like, well, this is mediocre because they don't get the jokes, they don't get the references, isn't it? That's going to be a pain.
Sarah's found it quite fun. I don't think she's really watched the modern.
That's
South
what I mean.
Parks. And I think that she loses a bit of it there.
Because there's a lot of references that are hidden there, which we would probably look at and just think that's hilarious.
Of course.
Yeah.
I guess in a way it's kind of like a game just full of Easter eggs.
Yeah. And even when you go upstairs when you're in Canada and you go upstairs and there's two Canadians having sex and they kick you out, but that's like it's all very retro there because it's all like top down and you're like moving along. It's like, but instead of.
Can you demonstrate what happened?
Would you guys like a podcast beverage?
Possibly.
I've got Heineken. Would you like a Heineken?
You can have a Heineken. I don't know.
Sounds,
Okay, cool. You guys resume to game talk and I'm going to get you a beer.
So
mid-talk beverage.
Mid-talk beverage.
Conrad's been playing Stick of Truth. Steve's been playing wherever the hell Steve
I
is.
stuck my toe.
Do you know, I've still been playing Clash of Clans. I did a little review of it and I'm still addicted to it. I know Fancy Meister's also done a little bit. He loves it. And it is, if you have iOS or you've got Android and you haven't got a game that you want to play on a mobile device, Clash of Clans, I definitely would say give it a go. It's so addictive. Like, I cannot start my morning without checking on it. I find that I keep getting, you can get raided by other players, and obviously they steal your gold and stuff like that, and they whatever. But it's a game that I just keep going back to every single time. Just because I want to do better. I want to get my village, I want to grow it. And
their ad budget must be insane. They advertise literally everywhere. Every single game has got ads. It's always a Clash of Clans ad.
Yeah, and quite a few websites that have ads is a Clash of Clans ad.
It shows you how well it's it shows you how well it's doing. But it genuinely is a really good game. So if you haven't played it, I'll definitely say give it a go.
I picked it up once, but those games I always die out eventually for me. Do you ever paid money for it?
No.
No?
I haven't played a single job. I've been playing it for months now, but It's because it's one of them games you've got to be patient with. If you build something and it's going to take, say, 3-4 days, which it does, it's one of them games that I would just happily say, buy structure, wait 4 days, and I'll come back to it, almost like Simpsons Tapped Out. Do you know what I mean? That kind of feel that we had to it, so.
Yeah.
But
I feel like nobody's going to ask me what games I've been playing.
what game have you been in, or what games have you been playing?
Didn't you just try and initiate that conversation?
I did, and then he
Steve
started
stole
talking
it.
about Clash of the Clans.
What have you been playing, mate? Tell me what
It
you've
felt
been playing.
forced, but...
Well, I finished Thief.
Thoughts on the ending? Good ending? Bad ending? Good game? Good bad game?
Can you spoil it for everyone?
Don't even remember.
I mean, you traded it in. So.
I'm trading it in.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to trade it in.
That's a
So
lot.
that's how good the game was. Yeah, it's alright. As far as games go, you can't complain. But
There's a lot of stuff that I was reading up on because I was undecisive because being obviously the type of game was, I was like, okay, I might give this a go, but I read too much negativity which did put me off, which I know you shouldn't do.
Yep.
If you feel like you want to buy a game, you should do it, but there's a few little things saying you can't do this, this happens, this is the type of game it is, and I just felt like, well, that was enough to put me off, which is quite rare, but...
No, yeah, fair play.
if you love the Thief franchise, then stay well clear because I think you'll hate the game. If you love Dishonored, then you'll probably love Thief, so it's always worth a go. But I don't really want to talk about Thief because I wrote a review about it, and if you really want to...
Go to I'm Playing, where you can see Alec's review of Thief, and you can see all what he thinks about in the written form. Educate your mind and eyes with Alec's literary, orgasmic genius.
Oh, wow, yeah.
You'll be like reading
Nice.
his mind.
Yeah, you'll
You
be
can
like...
put that on the box.
Yeah.
But what I want to talk about is Project Spark.
Yeah, tell me.
To spark your interest. Oh,
Hit me.
see what he did there.
I can't believe you
Project
indulged
Spark.
that.
I know, I did it. I went there.
That's good.
Yeah, Project Spark is fun. It's basically a game where you get to create your own video game, and then any video game you create, anybody can play. And it's good, but there are a lot of microtransactions in it, which...
Ooh, we don't...
No, I don't like microtransactions.
No, we
and
don't.
That makes me sad. But the microtransactions are more to do with the actual design of the game, as opposed to building the world. You can build the world,
Yeah.
as long as you don't mind it being like a green place with rivers and stuff.
I mean, I saw you streamed it the other day.
Yeah.
So if you want to watch a little bit of Project Spark and Alec playing it, head to our Twitch account, which is I'm Playing, where there was a video saved of Alec having a mess around with it, creating a world, creating his character.
Sometimes I Twitch stream without my shirt on.
Yeah.
No,
So
bonus.
that's probably something to
Bonus for you
watch out
ladies.
for and then not watch.
Yeah.
If
Spoon out eyes.
yeah.
But no, it's interesting. I watched him for a little bit as well. So I've been.
What, when he was topless? Was this-
No, I watched him try and create a world. Some floating mountains was pretty good.
Like Pandora.
He chose whether he wanted a sword or an axe. He picked his character who looked really cool, then realised he had to pay for half the stuff he picked.
Ooh.
So then I had to change
So he
it.
had to change it all back.
After you selected it.
Yeah, that's the annoying
that's
thing actually.
painful.
That's one annoying thing is that it lets you select it all, and then when you click OK, it tells you that you have to pay for it and you don't have enough.
Here's the kick in the balls. Like,
Yeah.
Here's this character that
It's
you're
like,
going to have,
oh.
and this looks amazing, but you're going to have to pay for
Oh
it.
my god, bro, your character looks so cool, but you're gonna have to pay for it.
Yeah, man, that is blow. But things, if you could think of a couple of games to compare it to, like, and do you know what I mean? Is there little bits that you could say, oh, it looks a little bit like this? a little bit
It's
like...
very much Little Big Planet, and graphically it looks very much like Fable, something that Alex pointed out whilst he was watching.
Yeah.
But then I was just doing sort of one way of playing the game. I've seen people make Tetris remakes.
Oh, right.
I played a game called Atom Smasher where you have 2 blocks and you have to try and move the 2 blocks so they meet each other, but when one block moves up, the other one moves down. And it's like top down, slightly 3D. But yeah, you can create absolutely anything.
So it's almost like a world created, and that's how you start with. So you like if you like a hand that you just pick up stuff, move it.
No, it's all cursor and
It's all cursor based.
sticks, and yeah, I'd imagine it's a lot easier on the PC than it is on the
I
console.
was going to say
But anything you build on the PC, you can then transfer over to the Xbox 360 or the Xbox One, and vice versa. So
oh, really?
that's pretty cool.
That's quite handy then.
Yeah, I just want to say as well that we are keeping Conrad today from. He's got Titanfall. His new Titanfall headset is sitting at home.
Yeah.
So
I was
I
watching-
want to officially announce. I want to officially apologise to you, Conrad, Just so we're keeping you from playing
I was
Titanfall.
wondering why he's been sitting there shaking.
Yeah, he's just been
literally
he's getting angry and angry.
Hot sweats.
Yeah, it's because we're keeping him from Titanfall. But he's got the rest of his life to play Titanfall.
He does.
Not necessarily.
No, I mean I've got next Friday. I'll be doing this again.
It's true. Sorry to inconvenience.
Yeah.
And
also, what did you get with Titanfall as well?
It's already said.
You got the headset.
Yeah.
You did, yeah. Which is
sexy.
sleek and sexy, is it?
Do you know what?
Well worth it? Well
I
worth it for the value of the money?
I haven't tried it.
I mean,
I've got
you
it
haven't
out.
tried it yet.
I haven't.
Why haven't you, man?
Because I want this shit. I want this prize.
you know what? You know what else I've got the Titanfall? Bit of disappointment.
Yeah.
No, it looks good. I'm gonna go around and play it. I'm gonna be the ogre Titan. Kick some ass.
I've heard that it's already been having problems in the States.
Yeah, it had some initial. It wasn't Titanfall. Xbox, Microsoft came out and said that it wasn't Titanfall. It was Microsoft. They were very quick to come out and say don't blame Titanfall.
It was Electronic Arts, wasn't it?
It was Microsoft's issue. It was there was a problem with Xbox Live, not Titanfall or servers. It was, that was. If you were logged in already, it was fine. It was issued logging into Xbox Live, but that's all sorted out now. Apparently, it's having a few frame rate issues that it's just going to patch in.
Yeah.
But apart from that, like servers held out. Like EA sorted themselves out. And,
about time.
No server issues. Which
Because
is all
they
good.
sorted themselves out for that and took them like 3
Yeah.
months to sort
I didn't want to play Battlefield 4 properly anyway, so it was all good.
No. Well,
I mean, who does? Who really wanted to play Battlefield 4?
Not when it started. Now it's amazing. So it's definitely worth it now. So
Or FIFA?
or
That didn't work either.
Yeah, that was crap. So
Yeah.
it's just everything seems to be going towards EA. Just
No. EA doing a terrible job of things.
that will be a news item in itself.
Hey, let's speak of news items because we've got some news items that have come up in the last couple of weeks that were on this list. Good segue, Steve.
I know.
You can have a look. You can have a chink of the beer.
Cheers.
Whoa, big one. Naughty Dog announced that they want to make a Last of Us movie. It will be written by the same guy that wrote Last of Us. Don't think it's got a director yet, but it's going to be an adaptation of the game.
As in like
movie games. We don't know yet whether it's going to be based on the characters of Joel and Ellie.
Because it'd be quite difficult if they've got a game and they try and replicate the story already.
Well, I mean, you either get the same voice actors that don't look like them, or you get people that look like them that aren't the same voice actors.
Is it going to be real or is it going to be CGI?
I believe it'd be pretty real life. It'd be like
Avatar, maybe like a real.
Nah, I reckon it'd be like I Am Legend or something like that. You know. That's
right. I've not played The Last of Us. It's zombies, isn't it? Zombie game.
Yeah, it's not.
But they're like
infected.
It's like an infected virus. Days later.
It's like a spore, isn't it? Or something
Yeah. It's almost
I
like
haven't played it.
It's almost like probably I don't know the later stages of Resident Evil where they start like going weird and not being zombies.
It's fucked up infected shit. Like we all know the drill.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I hope it works. There's not a lot of there's a few game movies that I like. I like the Prince of Persia movie.
I do like that, yeah.
Yeah. Do you not like it?
I like
That
it.
was shit.
I really like it.
I love the Prince of Persia movie. Yeah. And you know what I like about it is because what I like about the Prince of Persia movie is it's not. They've made a good movie out of it, but yet they tip their hats off to the game right at the start. Right at the start of the Prince of Persia movie, it does the thing when he first goes up. It does the thing where it zooms to every. You know when you first have Prince of Persia and you go into a new bit, it zooms to all the areas.
Yeah.
It like shows you the route. The movie does that once at the start, and then the movie kicks off. So it like takes his hat off to the game franchise, and then gives you a pretty damn good movie. And Jake Gyllenhaal with his long hair and his time-stopping abilities.
I thought it was
gets
really
me hard.
I thought it was a really good
Yeah,
film.
I like it. In fact, I'm going to watch that again this week. I've watched it 3 times. I've watched it 3 times.
You know, I haven't watched it in a long time, and when I watched it, I was quite tired, so maybe I didn't do it justice. But then,
And I quite liked,
Jake Gyllenhaal.
yeah, I quite like Forward Onto Dawn as well, even though it's not a movie.
A lot of the Resident Evil films.
Oh, you went yourself to see that?
Resident
Have you
Evil
seen
films,
Forward
you know,
Onto Dawn?
like however many there are now. There's like 6 Resident Evil films.
I
now.
don't like any of the Resident Evil.
No, they're my guilty pleasure Resident Evil films. I like number 2 is the best. I think number 2
Number
is the
2.
best.
I
Number
don't
2 is my
like.
favourite, not the best. Number 1's the best.
I don't like freaky mutant zombies. I just like my zombies to be normal, George Romero, nice and slow, shambling around.
But you like number 1 then?
Yeah, I like number
Number
1.
one,
Alright,
isn't
that's
it?
a lie. I like number 1.
Well, you like number 2 as well.
No, number 2 is when they start getting weird.
No, there's
that
only that
dog
one big
zombie.
one. There's only the one big one.
Yeah, and
That's it.
And
That's
the dogs.
normal.
And the dogs, obviously.
Oh,
that's
dogs.
standard
I know
Resident
that.
Evil.
I don't think dogs are in 2.
Are they not? I thought that
That's
was
where they
dogs.
are at the very end. They
Oh,
Oh,
that's
sorry,
the
no,
very
they are.
end. That's at the very
Yeah,
end,
they're not.
isn't it?
They're not in the very end. They're when they're going to school.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's just dog zombies. That's just normal. Like you'd expect dog zombies.
Nah.
You
Dog
wouldn't expect
Nazi zombies.
You wouldn't expect.
Yeah, I don't like the dogs. That's the worst part. Dogs and Nazi zombies.
Yeah, but that's because they're flaming eyeballs. In a real zombie apocalypse, there would be zombie dogs.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, but it infects them the same as it infects us. Not necessarily, but we're talking about zombies here.
And this man's planned it. He's a man who's got upstairs like a.
Nah,
his
if there's
farm.
zombie dogs about, that's it. There's no
Shit
way I'm getting
yourself.
away.
Just shit
Alright,
yourself.
even if there were zombie dogs, there'd still be ridiculous.
If there's zombie birds about, if there's zombie crows and birds, there's no fucking way you get away.
Zombie crows would be hilarious. They just drop out the sky. And then
Yeah,
just
exactly.
move
It's something
along.
hilarious. It'd be like, oh, we're on an island somewhere, we're free of everything, and fucking birds just rain on you and peck the shit out of you. I do not want to go that way.
No, that is.
I want to go in Conrad's arms.
But then there have been so many dreadful game films, like the Hitman film.
I like the Hitman film. I like the Hitman film. I thought it was good.
Is there a film you don't like?
Gaming one? I don't know.
Tomb Raider
Super
film?
Mario
I really like the Tomb Raider film.
Tomb Raider film's good.
The Super Mario Bros. Film's hilarious.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
no, the Super Mario Brothers film is hilarious.
It's terrible.
If you
but it's
don't
Bob
take it
Hoskins
serious.
and Mario and Luigi Mario. It's just like the film is so bad. But yeah, it's terrible. The Tomb Raider films are good.
I liked him, yeah. I thought
The
Tomb Raider
Hitman film's good.
No.
What other game films are there? Is there like a Sonic? There's not a Sonic one.
It's
is
not
there?
a Sonic. That
Well,
would
the
be
Pokemon
weird.
film is pretty good, but I'm pretty sure
The
that
Pokemon
films are good.
But it was episodes before a game.
No, wasn't it a card game? Then it was a game, and then it was episodes.
I thought it was episodes.
I thought it was episodes
and then a
first,
card
was it?
game.
I
thought it was
Because I
episodes
thought the
first.
Well, I
card.
guess no, because
I
you
thought
play
the
as
cards.
Ash,
The
don't you?
cards gave context to the episodes gave context to the cards. The game came after.
Oh, I don't remember.
The game did come after.
I think the game came a bit later, yeah.
I remember getting well
I
into.
definitely remember watching
Yeah, 'cause
episodes.
I was
and
well
then
into
the game.
Pokemon. The first game I got on my Game Boy Color was Yellow, and I was into Pokemon before that.
Yeah.
And that was the
Yeah.
first one that came out, Pokemon Yellow.
Yeah. But apart from that, other films, I'm not too sure
Well, I
what
mean,
ones that are impressive out there.
Well, there was the Doom game. Film.
New film, yeah, but I heard a lot of
Yeah.
mixed stuff about
Haven't
it.
seen
I
it.
never saw it.
Oh, actually, saying that there's Final Fantasy films as well. There's Advent Children,
Yeah, there is.
which
Max
is
Payne with
We missed
Mark
out a lot.
Wahlberg.
Mm.
That was like rated one of the worst films ever made.
Goodness gracious.
Street Fighter.
Oh
Lord
god, there's a
Van
Tekken
yeah.
film as well.
Tekken, that actually was quite good.
Yeah,
though.
that's not bad.
The
That's
Tekken
not-
film
that's
was
not
pretty
too bad.
decent. It didn't really. I don't think it related much to the game. There's a few characters that looked like.
Yeah,
it,
but they're not actually.
no.
But I think there's going to be a lot. I mean,
Mortal Kombat.
bloody hell. There's a lot of things
there's a lot
in the
films.
work.
Yeah.
Oh, there's going to be a Ratchet and Clank film.
Really?
There was a teaser for it. Yeah. I really hope it comes off. I love Ratchet.
Computer graphics are real.
No,
real
yeah,
boy
computer, like
with it.
Has to be
CGI.
Oh, yeah,
CGI.
that'd be alright then. That wouldn't be too bad.
But like you pointed out earlier, there's a Warcraft film.
Warcraft film.
The ones that are actually coming out is there's a Warcraft film.
That will
actually
be
coming out.
Halo
Assassin's
film,
Creed.
then? Assassin's Creed.
Is that
fuck.
what actually coming out?
Ubisoft, for
It's,
God's sake.
It's
We need to milk it more.
What's this one going to be based on?
what's his name from
Desmond.
No, Michael Fassbender. That's it.
Oh, I like Michael Fassbender.
Same.
Oh, yeah, there's the Ratchet and Clank one. 2015.
Michael Fassbender's too old / not athletic.
Guys, there's an
enough to be-
Angry Birds film coming out.
Oh my goodness, they're just doing anything.
Mass
now.
Effect.
Metal Gear Solid,
That'd be good,
Sly
Metal Gear
Cooper,
Solid.
Mass Effect, Just
Splinter
Cause,
Cell.
Deus Ex.
Deus Ex will be a good film, but then again, the game
What, these
itself
are all
was almost
films
like a
coming
film.
out?
These are all
Yeah.
Gran Turismo.
That'd be shit.
Need for Speed obviously came out.
Oh, yeah, of
yeah.
course, Need for Speed.
I don't know what the
Came out,
ratings have
yeah.
got. I don't think.
Well, I don't think it's going great.
It's got Jesse from Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Expecting to have like a meth lab. Just
So,
like
so we,
randomly, like,
so
in the
in
middle of it.
conclusion, we kind of well, not in conclusion. Are we sort of excited or not about the Last of Us movie? Not having not played the game. You
I think
interested in
having
seeing
not
it?
played the game, I'm more excited for the movie.
Hmm.
Had I played the game, I'm probably less excited.
I think I'd be the reverse. I think if I've played a game and then the film comes out of it, especially a game that's as good as The
I
Last
think
of Us is known, then you'd be wanting to go like, oh, a film comes out. It's like World of Warcraft. If there's like a big game such as that, and then a film comes out, you're gonna wanna see it. So
Cool.
I'm completely opposite. I really don't like most films that have come from video games.
Things
Yeah,
I might not
I'm
like
quite-
them, but I want to see it. That basically, even if it lets you down, and that's something else.
I'm quite touchy about films that have come from books.
Oh really?
Same,
Yeah.
same.
Like, I specifically didn't read the last few Harry Potter books because I knew that I was going to have to watch the films, and I didn't like the first couple films because I loved the book.
Really? I thought the Harry Potter films are so well done to the
Yeah,
books.
I think the Harry Potter films are good to the books, but I just don't like it because you have, for me, I have like, especially with books, I have a picture of what the characters look like, and you build the world in your head, and then when somebody else tries to do it, it never looks how I want it to look.
I always find
I don't want it to be
I
ruined.
always find the
like
characters on the screen take over what my image is. I don't mind that.
I like to have my own little.
It just depends. That kind of leads on to like, as me and you will know, Aragon. I'm pretty sure they made a game based on the film.
They made
as well,
a game based on the, film,
which
of
was
the book.
shockingly
Oh,
bad anyway.
God.
Well, the
That-
book was bad.
No, the book's
was good.
incredible, right?
Yeah.
They made a terrible, terrible, terrible film based on the books, which is
They
awful.
killed it as well. They killed
Yeah.
the film franchise.
Basically,
They can't
like there's these creatures called the Razak. I don't want to spoil it, but whatever. In the
spoiler alert.
what they do at the start of the second book makes half. So in the second book, it splits off half focus on Aragorn, half focus on his brother. The whole brother's story, which takes up half the second book, half the third book, and half the fourth book, happens because of these two characters. The film kills them in about 10 minutes. So what?
Yeah.
Like what have you? What?
Whether the filmmaker was, he was
And
pretty
then,
high.
and then they made a
It was very
and then
high.
they made a terrible game. So you know how movie tie-in games are normally bad.
Yeah.
They made a movie tie-in game of this movie, which made the game like diabolical. The only good thing about it was you were playing as Aragorn, which I loved the fact I was
Yeah.
doing that, but it was just awful.
Still
I
shocking.
think you're right there. It's very rare. It's more likely that a film of a game is going to be a lot better than a game of a film. I think the only game of a film that I've ever properly enjoyed was Toy Story 3, and that had very little
Yeah,
to do with the film
I like
apart from the title.
Yeah, no, because the Toy Story 3 game was great.
Yeah, it was like an
But
open
it didn't have
world RPG
anything.
Toy
Yeah, it
Story.
didn't have anything to do with the film.
Yeah.
Really. It was just called Toy
I think a
Story.
good game made
That was a
for film-
great game.
Lord of the Rings. I really like the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
The Lord of the
okay.
Rings
Yeah,
game
they
was very
spanned some
good.
good games. Yeah, they spanned.
I think
And
that was
the
pretty
Middle-earth
sweet.
games were good.
Battle for Middle-earth was pretty
Yeah.
sweet.
But then Lord of the Rings, they have the story world there as well
Yeah.
as the film, so they have a lot to go on.
Mm.
Whereas like
So a lot of the games were built around the books as well, especially Battle for Middle-earth. That took a lot of history and lore that weren't even in the films.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no, we've got some more stuff on the old news front. It was actually revealed today, which you may not know, is PSN has started giving you the ability to rent some free games off the store.
So that's happening.
Only PS3.
It's only available in the PS3 store. I haven't checked the PS4 store yet, or Vita. But I think it sets a very good tone to what could happen. I'd love to be able to rent games for a week or a month or so,
Yeah.
or even a few days.
Like
Off
Blockbuster.
PSN. Yeah, I mean, I would have as soon as it came out, I would have rented South Park straight away, and that's how I would have played it once, loved it. I mean, I know you want to play it again, obviously that's fantastic. But I would have given it at least one. If I had the ability to rent it for £15, give it a really good one playthrough. All the I don't need to everything. That would have been fantastic. Rather than paying £50 off the Xbox Games on Demand marketplace,
But
why
right-
£50 when I can buy it from
Amazon.
for like £35?
Yeah, I was going to say, Asda.
But the fact we can rent, I hope that sets a really good precedent, which I hope it rolls out into all of the PSN, and I hope that Xbox are listening as well, and to take that on.
That's how it is, yeah.
'Cause it'd be
I love the
fantastic.
idea of renting games. I used to rent games through Amazon Love Film, or it was Love Film back then, which was brilliant. Love that. It was like £6 a month because me and my brother went halvesies on it. I think it was £12 something, and you got 2 discs a month.
It's pretty good.
Perfect, really.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean it saved me because there's quite a few games that I played that I never would have bought.
But what about with this, Alex? What about this this PlayStation thing? Is that where you stream the games, isn't it, or do you download them? That's the thing.
I'd imagine you
Is that where
download
you-
I think this is download them.
Because I was
I
going to
believe
say
this is download.
'cause there's a
This
lot-
isn't the PS Now. This
No.
isn't PS Now. This is
Yeah.
just renting.
that is
games.
renting. Yeah, I was going to say because if you download them, that's one thing. Because obviously, if you stream it, you have to have a certain connection, and they recommend like 5 megasecond when you're streaming a game. and not everyone has entitlement to that.
I don't even think I have one. Maybe it's
Yeah,
seven.
like for example, me though, it's just weird though, because like me, like if I'm sitting next to my router, I get 35 meg, but if I'm upstairs in my room, I'm getting 2 or 3, and that would be very disrupting. Trying to play a game based on streaming.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm probably not the only one in that boat as well. So, but yeah, what's next on the topic then?
Actually, let me just check a look at this rental article. Yeah, so PSN went down the other day, and they think this was not to fix bugs; it was to actually sort of implement this. They've only appeared on certain titles. Choose a version. Sorry, yes, you've got 1 day rental here. That it looks like, and you've got 7 day rental. And it's 9.3 gigs. So I'd imagine it's a download. And they're saying it's $9.99. So this looks like for a 1 day rental. Actually, I'm not sure. It says free.
£10 for a 1 day.
No, it says free. It doesn't. It says like a little thing, but it says free. So I'm not really sure what the deal is there. But
Yeah.
looks like it's a 1 day and a 7 day. Maybe there might be more options down there as well. But I'm not sure. But yeah. So it looks like it's got a start date.
It's a good press.
Start date, expire date. So yeah, looks pretty good.
Yeah,
It's
it does
pretty
look good indeed.
Next on the list is the fact. Interesting. Just MPD figures came out for February. The sales figures. PS4 sold about 290,000 consoles. Xbox sold about 280,000.
Is this all because of the
What?
new price? Is that related? To
No,
the
so this was
price?
last month.
This was
So
last
this
month.
won't really take into a. So this month's, I reckon, this is going to be a huge month. This is from February. So this will, for me, I think Xbox would have had a bit of a lull due to people waiting to buy Titanfall with a bundle. So I don't really want to. I mean, this is kind of like last month. I think it doesn't really show. This month is when we.
This will be a good show.
When the APD figures come out for this month, that's what I want to know about. I want to know
Yeah.
how much Titanfall made a difference to sales, and I think it's going to make a big, especially with the price drop of $3.99 over here in the UK, and winning it with Titanfall. A good shout. I think it's probably a good shout.
It's a good marketing ploy. It's just how well it will pay off, though. Because I wonder if a lot of people would have held off. Because a lot of people would have waited after Christmas sometimes to see these little decreases, and this is a first example, isn't it? It's a first example of a drop in price, but also giving you a game such as Titanfall with it as well. So that is a good approach, really.
It's compelling. It's very compelling. But the next thing we have here is actually we'll update when the next sales figures come out. We'll give our views on what we think.
Yeah, definitely.
March came out. That'd be interesting. Sorry guys, a little bit of. No, we've got here's Watch Dogs. Watchdog Gate. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. Watch Dogs. So they released a gameplay trailer.
A new one, wasn't it?
A new gameplay trailer, yeah. And people are pissed off, Steve. They're pissed off because
Resolution.
the resolution, it doesn't look as good as it did in the E3 gameplay trailer. People are pissed
They're raging.
that they were lied to, effectively. It looked so good at E3, and now the game is going to... It looks like the game is going to run at a lower quality than everyone thought it was going to run at.
But isn't that because there's a lot of talk about why the game was delayed as well, isn't there? There's a lot of the developers saying, well, the reason why we're delaying it is because we want to make sure the game's ready, and we don't want to make sure it's prematurely released because then it's going to have a problem. So, and then this happens, and that is because they've got sort of a hype behind the game, and now this happens.
Yeah, absolutely, no.
Basically, a kick between the legs.
Yeah, people are annoyed. And it begs the question of why show a video like that at E3 if you know you can't achieve that in your game.
It would
because
make you wonder if that's possibly one of the reasons why they delayed release, because
to try and make it up to standard.
to try and make it up to their standard.
I mean, if they showed if they showed the gameplay that they probably showed now, everyone would have been like, "Wow, that's great." Release it. Everyone's like, "Great." If you put it on par, that's great. Make it better. That's fantastic. Show a gameplay trailer that's unrealistic, and you release a game that's not as good. Everyone's going to get pissed. Surely this is just business, right?
There's a lot of people There's a lot of people from the Nintendo fan base as well because they're not releasing it for the Wii. For what?
I wonder why.
Because there's a lot of problems with the Wii console.
There's one person sitting at home saying, "No,
I spent all this money on Wii."
I was gonna say because they've literally.
Really, would you want to play it on the Wii?
No, you wouldn't. But things someone who has a Wii, I'm just saying.
No, you wouldn't.
I'll be honest. But yeah, because they've had to just say, look, we're not going to do it for the Wii anymore because it's taken too much time trying to correct the other mistakes, let alone fancy around with a Wii. So, I'm not quite sure what Conrad's laughing about here. What is
Because Con's playing F1 2013.
looking between Alex and Alec here.
Conrad's playing F1 2013.
He is, yeah.
It's free on Steam.
Why would you?
Oh, well, that's why it's in my freaking download queue. I checked on Steam today and I had it there, and I did not remember trying to download that.
Yeah, it's free.
It's almost like every single time we have a podcast, Conrad is playing a different game
He is.
while we're podcasting.
We are respectful of the podcast
In
genre.
fairness, whenever it's just been us three, Conrad's never played a game.
Yeah, you bought
It's whenever Steve's here.
Is it me?
Actually.
I wonder what happens if I walk out of the room. Will Conrad just suddenly just close it? I don't
Conrad's
wanna try.
probably just trying to get his gamer score up because someone for the Titanfall launch they announced that, or over Twitch it was streamed as well. On Titanfall, someone broke 1 million gamer score.
Like,
Have you heard of this?
I have. I did see it on that.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So Conrad's probably just trying to beat
That
it.
is
But 1 million gamer score.
million.
We were talking. Me and Alex were talking about this morning. We didn't even know there was enough games to get 1 million gamer score. That's
phenomenal.
Let's say there's 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000 per game. and then obviously you've
It's
got
1,000 games, right? Getting 1,000 times 1,000. Is that 1 million?
Can't be more. Probably more than that. And also then you've got
No, it's 1,000.
expansions.
What is 1 million? How many thousands is 1 million?
How many thousands is a million?
1,000.
Calculated.
Is it 1,000?
1,000
Yeah.
1,000, isn't it?
Right. So let's just say that half of them games, maybe 1,500 DLC. That's a lot of games.
That's a lot of time and all that.
Let's work this out.
I thought I'd look at him and be a massive fat. He looked kind of normal. He looked really normal.
It's probably because he don't eat.
Yeah.
So
That's
if he's played 1,000 games, and each game he's bought cost him, shall we say, £25-30?
Oh,
Say 30.
On average,
yeah.
with pre-owned, I'd imagine he bought a lot of pre-owned.
Alright, so we'll say 25. He has spent £25,000, at least I'd imagine, on video
How many years has the Xbox been out as well?
7 years
7 years.
or 8
Has
years.
He must be jobless.
360.
He cannot be.
I've had Xbox Live for 7 years, but I think it might not have started counting as soon as I got it. So we'll say 8. So anyway,
8
divide
years.
that by 8. So he spent £3,125 a year.
He's
Oh,
probably
games.
bought more than that because
Yeah,
I mean, it's,
at least.
How many hours are there?
that's
in a
with him
year?
That's what I mean.
completing
Yeah, but
every
that
single game.
he
he's
can't. He
done.
cannot have a job. He must be unemployed.
Unless
I'm just
he's
putting
a
it out
profession-
there.
Unless he's a games tester.
Yeah, you have.
No,
as a
you won't
job.
get gamer score for doing that. Games test you do pre-production games.
Oh,
you won't
yeah,
get
true.
You won't do that.
Yeah.
Either way, that is mind blowing.
Well, that's insane.
Sometimes I
insane.
feel like when we was on our 10, 20,000s, 30,000s.
You've
million.
had for 7 years. What's your gamer score?
I think it's somewhere between. I think it's like 65,000.
Yeah, and you put a bit of time into
I think
games.
that's I think that's.
What's your
quite
gamer score, Con?
59.
Mine's like 49 or something like that. I mean, I've not stopped now. I've stopped now, obviously, but we put a lot of time into games. What's yours?
Million. I don't know. Mine was probably like 20.
I think
By the time
Steve's
I
like 5,000.
I think I played one whole game and that was it.
Yeah.
I basically just started loads of games and didn't
You
complete
basically just you spent all of your time trying to get that achievement on Left 4 Dead for
I-
getting 500,000.
Actually, no. I spent all my time playing Minecraft trying to tame a horse. I think, wasn't it? That's what I was mainly trying to
Tame
do.
a horse.
I got all the
Yeah,
achievements in
horses
Minecraft.
in
I got all the achievements in Minecraft.
Well, I was trying to put a saddle on the
All
horse.
200.
Clearly, you should talk to this guy because
Yeah.
I got what did I get? Got platinum. It's all about platinums for me now, and you.
Platinum's on the
All about
PS4.
platinum again. Platinum.
Which we're going to
Platinum,
struggle with on Dead Nation from our first play of it as
Game
well.
is freaking hard, man.
Yeah, and we're playing on
Hard.
Red. We're playing what, middle? Like one
Playing
above
middle
middle?
difficulty.
isn't it just twin sticks? You just spin in a circle.
It's no way near
No,
that.
because you
shot.
can't. It's not like a shoot. It's not use a stick to shoot. You still got a shoot button.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
also,
it's
it's all
not-
accuracy as
yeah.
well. Like, if you,
It's all accurate. So
can-
you got like a laser pointer, and yeah, it's hard.
Like, your rifle has to be properly accurate, otherwise you could easily just overshoot, miss it, or whatever. And also, whenever you're using the rifle, which is the main gun, you have to literally just go tap, 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 or you hold it down. So it's not a matter of just like holding it down and just spraying and praying.
Yeah.
Comrades, can I interrupt your game for a second?
You failed.
Yeah. Can you please stop playing F1 for a second because you're needed, and
Yeah.
you know what you needed to do. You needed to deliver us.
Conrad's Combo.
Comrades Convo.
Comrades combo.
Comrades convo.
No!
Comrades,
No, Steve.
Comrades Combo.
Fuck off.
Yes, so my question is, it goes out to all of you. I mean, we've talked about it quite a bit today, and it was. I feel bad taking the credit for this because it was from our very own Alec Ward. It goes to each of you.
Okay.
Will you Would you actually buy Titanfall?
If you could.
Yes.
Just a minute on this.
Yeah,
So
a minute.
it's a
You've got to just talk about your thoughts on
Let's
Titanfall.
flip for who goes first.
Steve. There you go.
Alright then.
Why did Steve get to go first? You went first last time.
Okay, well, it's Alec.
Alright then.
I wouldn't, probably, because I think it just looks like Call of Duty's with robots. That is my
You
honest
did
truth.
that in 10 seconds. Why not?
Yeah, I own an Xbox One before anybody says I'm some sort of lame
PS4 fanboy.
fanboy.
You're such a
I own
PS4
a
troll.
PS,
Oh my
I
God.
own an Xbox One.
Fucking hating on Titanfall.
And Titanfall looks like a titan of shit. No, it doesn't look that
Ooh.
bad. But I just love Battlefield. And if Titanfall was like Battlefield, then yeah.
That would be incredible.
Exactly, could you imagine?
If you had like Gundam suits.
64
Nexus.
Titans. 64 Titans, that's what I'm saying. Instead of 12.
On the siege of Shanghai.
No,
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Anyway, sorry,
Yeah.
Steve, you may.
No.
You go.
Okay, fine. I've already kind of probably touched on Titanfall before being a big topic of a game that I'd like to, of a topic for the Xbox One, sorry. And I would say I probably would buy it. Mainly because I was a big fan of Gundam Wing when I was the cartoon when I was younger, and I thought that was epic. So I'd like to play it for the fact that it just looks a really good game. The fact that you can be running around on foot, you know, doing all this parkour shit, and then getting in the Gundam, like landing in it seems so cool. Or just getting in the suit itself seems quite an epic moment. But I think I'll definitely, I'll probably buy it and then give it a go. But at the moment, if it doesn't compare to Battlefield, at the moment, then I'll be disappointed. Because Battlefield is incredible.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so weirdly, I'm agree. The two people that have PS4s here, I'd buy it as well. Yeah, I think it seems like a good game you can play with friends. I like that idea. It looks pretty solid actually as well. I like the idea of bots. I like the idea of having the smart pistols, like the weapons structure's good. I like games like Halo Reach where it's like you can use a jetpack to get around places and it's very vertical.
Yeah.
That appeals to me. The style looks pretty cool as well. Like Steve said, the Titans look pretty interesting, and the fact that they're not lumbersome, they're actually quite quick, is interesting. Luckily, I'll be able to play Titanfall 2 because there's no way that EA are going to keep it on the Xbox when the Xbox's sales figures.
I don't know if Halo managed it.
That'll be interesting. That'll be a thing to see, I reckon.
What's that?
I actually have a
Halo managed it. Halo was owned by Microsoft. Titanfall was a third-party exclusive.
Right, true.
I actually have
Those
a.
cars spin out so much easier than I thought they would.
I actually
Also,
have a
you're not
follow-up
very good.
question.
You're not supposed to spin cars out on F1 car.
Come on, guys, let's sort this out.
Yeah, I have a follow-up question. Would you buy Infamous Second Son?
I am buying Infamous Second Son, so yeah. Infamous Second Son looks really good. We'll go reverse round this time. Infamous Second Son looks great because I really want a game I can just adventure and just do everything in an open world. I'm borrowing Assassin's Creed, but because I played 1, 2, Brotherhood and Revelations, I'm so done with Assassin's Creed now. I've got no interest in it, so I'm really looking forward to a new game I can just roam about with superpowers, you know, like Saints Row. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna get Infamous. Yeah.
Personally, I don't really know. I'm not really too bothered. I mean, I know it's such a big title for it, but from what I've seen, nothing's pulled me in as a game that I'd want to buy. I mean, it does look good. I know there's a big one on the PS3, but to be honest with you, no, I'm not really sold on it. I'm kind of sitting on the fence, really. I might just see how it plays out, but no, I'm not going to be rushing to the store the second it comes out to be buying it for me. I don't think so. And that's me as a
Very
PS4
honest.
owner.
Very honest.
I would.
Why wasn't mine honest? Just because I said yes.
No.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Good chat.
I would definitely buy Infamous just because I thought the first one looked incredible, and I was always jealous that I never got to play it on the PS3. So I'd definitely get the sequel on the PS4.
PS Now. I want to try and play it. I hope Infamous 1 and 2 go on PS Now because I haven't played them either.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Just
Would you?
because I wouldn't buy it.
No?
I've just not seen anything that makes me think,
No,
wow, this is a game I really want to play. I'm not.
Mm.
I don't think it's a shit game either. I just haven't seen anything that really,
Jumped up.
Yeah.
jumps out.
That's what I
Well, I mean, the good thing, I think about Infamous as well. I was listening to an interview with the creator. They're very purposely this time not really given any details about the game. It's one of the big mistakes they made with Infamous 2 was telling people everything. So they've kept it very, very tight to the rope. So maybe we'll see over the next couple of weeks more stuff
Yeah.
come out about it. And,
Maybe more details coming out. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we'll have to keep that on. Everyone's you've had a little bit extra today, viewers, listeners.
Lucky
Which
bastards.
is you lucky things.
Extra 5 minutes.
This has been fun. I've had a good time.
Right,
Getting back together. Conrad's loved his bit of F1 there.
I know.
And you come.
Yes.
Now he shut it down as we finish.
Yeah, as we're wrapping this up.
Good time.
Good Conrad convo. Titanfall, of course, comes out today when we're talking about here, so we'll let Con get back to playing Titanfall. I know he's very excited. We've been the Unplaying crew. Continue to check us out. Well, let me do the social thing first. Continue to check out the website if you haven't already at www.implaying.co.uk. Check out our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/I'mPlaying. Our Twitter handle is I'm_playing. We're on YouTube at I'm Playing TV, where these podcasts go up. Podcasts also go up at Mixcloud at I'm Playing. We're on Twitch at I'm Playing.
Where are we not? Where are we not?
Anywhere else? Is that it?
God knows.
Basically, type in I'm Playing.
The one place we're not on is Google Plus.
Yeah,
We are on Google.
Oh no!
Yeah.
That's
Google
terrible
anything,
news.
so keep going I'm Playing and check out the reviews, check out the videos. We love bringing you guys this stuff, so it'd be fantastic to hear your feedback as well, which you can message us at info@I'mPlaying. I've been Alex Nicol, aka Thinkbad Monkey. Thank you very much from me.
Conrad Window, aka Romnomnom. Thanks, guys. See you soon.
Alec Ward, aka Alecs Pillik. Cheers, guys.
And Steve Riley, aka Kailios. Thanks, guys. Cheers. Thanks for listening.